YouTube. This project has been kicking my butt. This is a 1973 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. It was fully restored back in like 89, I believe it was, and then parked shortly after, and has not ran since. So I'll give you a quick walk around on it here just so you can get an idea of it. I mean, she is roached out, which is really sad because there's a book. I think my buddy still has it at his house. I'll have to get it for a future video. But this thing was completely restored. I mean, I'm talking every single thing redone, the complete motor torn down, a Bible book worth of pictures of the entire process being done. All new paint. It had these new, I love these wheels. Some people hate on them, but I love these wire wheels with the Corvette flag center cap spinners on them. I think they look awesome. I mean, the entire car was redone, and then it was parked within like not even a year of being redone, and it sat and sat and sat and sat and just fell apart. I mean, the front nose is gone, the paint's all faded. The motor was completely redone. It's got trying to remember from the list, forged pistons, aluminum heads. It's got a mild cam in it. This is my carburetor. It had an old Holly on it. It had a coil ignition system. I upgraded it to an HEI to get us a little bit better of a setup here. I mean, it had chrome everything. Look, it had the complete chrome package on the motor, had chrome alternator, had chrome air conditioning compressor. I mean, this thing was completely redone. They even painted the brake booster and if you can see the upper control arms there, they were all painted. I mean, this thing was ready to rock. Long tube headers, dual exhaust. It was a good looking car. And now it just sits. So I was tasked with trying to get it running. Was our number one project. And then after getting it running, I'm going to get it stopping. And then I'm going to hand it back to my buddy, and I'm going to allow him to figure out what he wants to do with the rest of it. So what I ran into recently was an issue with, I wasn't getting it had an old Mallory Unilight on it, which is right here. And if you know anything about these Unilights, they did not like being jumped. They did not like surges of any electricity coming through them. They would blow out the little infrared light inside, which is what tells the coil when to fire. So I wasn't getting a signal to the coil, so I took that out. And like I said, we upgraded it to an HEI setup, so now we got good spark. And then I hooked up the fuel, and the fuel system was completely clogged. So the, the line coming all the way from the back was completely plugged solid. You couldn't get anything through it. So I had to replace the fuel line, which was my fun task for today. And I did all right. I just 8-inch fuel line. I had the fun part. The only real pain in the butt part was getting it down through this section right here. Technically, the only way to get through there is to remove the body off the frame. So I fished it through. It took me forever. I was swearing at it like a crazy man, but finally got it through there. Got the line run up front, and I'm about to start it up. So you guys get to be a part of it. Now, I have had it somewhat running off of a bottle. I got it to at least fire up just to make sure that it would start, but that I wasn't getting any fuel up into the filter there. So all right. I put a little bit of, I fed the bowl some gas so that it has some a little bit of squirt in it to get us started. And the timing's definitely not set right. Everything's a little off, but we're going to go ahead and give her a little pump. Bad. We got fuel flowing into the filter up there. Not bad. Oh, not bad. She kind of wanted to idle there for a minute. I wasn't even giving it any gas, so not bad at all. Let's give it another shot. Definitely got to work on some timing, but she's running. That's for sure. You know what I think I'm going to do now is I need to get this timing set up. Well, I don't have any belts on yet, and I had to remove some of the hoses for the radiator to move some things around. So I guess that would be game number one, is going to be we got to get some belts and hoses on here so that if I do get it running, it stays cool. So thank you guys for tuning in. And if you'd like to see some more content on, whoops, I'm tripping over my junk in my yard. If you'd like to see some more content on the little red Corvette, which we'll be doing a lot of work on, my 1978 Corvette, which is in the garage there that I autocross race and do other type of racing with, and my other plethora of vehicles up top. I'll flip this around so you can see my face. Please go ahead and give me a subscribe. My name's Keith. This is Hot Rods and Dad Bods, and this is what we do every day. We chill in the yard, working on old cars, trying to keep the classics on the road. So I appreciate you tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you next time.